Okay, let's talk preparing your home for sale and what is best to do when it comes to artwork. My name is Daniel Zia. I'm the founder and CEO of Zia Group, the #1 real estate team here in Santa Barbara, California and the Central Coast. And we're talking today about specifically artwork. So a lot of times I'm working with a seller, helping them prepare their home for sale. We've done an initial walkthrough. I've walked through their home. Sometimes their furnishings are beautiful and everything is presented like a model home. Sometimes they're not, and we've already emptied the house and we've staged it beautifully. But I want to talk specifically today about the artwork that is on the wall. A couple things here. One, the artwork needs to be appropriate for a broad demographic, meaning if any of the artwork has nudity or it would be deemed by any prospective buyer as inappropriate or offensive, the safest thing to do is to remove that artwork for the listing, for the sales process. That can be a challenging conversation to have with the seller, especially if they love the artwork or they themselves created the artwork. But how you talk them through that is, okay, dear seller, let's just think about this, right? Like, I have no problems with that artwork personally, but let's think that one prospective buyer came through the property and they had a 10-year-old son that saw that piece of artwork and the mom or dad was offended at it and they left the house feeling uncomfortable. Do you think that buyer would have a high likelihood of selling your home or a low likelihood of selling your home? Well, of course, a low likelihood. Well, would you like, what's the goal here? If the goal is to sell your home and not just feature your artwork like an art gallery, we need to focus on what's best for your primary goal is selling your home for the most money. To sell it for the most money means you get the largest potential buyer pool. So there you go. So if you've already taken care of anything that's offensive or has nudity or anything else that might be inappropriate, deemed by any prospective buyer, even if it's a fairly small demographic, that's step number one. Step number two is, does the artwork fit the house, right? There is a style, architectural style of the house. There is a color palette of the furnishings. Sometimes they don't mix. Sometimes our sellers don't have good taste. Sometimes the house is Spanish Mediterranean and the artwork is really modern, contemporary, mixed media, and it's just not gelling in the same way. So as a listing agent, it's one of your priorities is to talk to the seller and coach them through those differences. Again, bring them to their primary goal of the highest sales price for your home. Build an affirmation and appreciation. Don't blow smoke though. If you don't like their art, don't say you do. But find something that you like, whether it's the color or the texture, whatever it is. Say, hey, I personally like this, but I'm sensing a disconnect here. Or if you want, bring in a staging professional, pay for a staging consultation, a design consultation, and that'll actually give you someone neutral to have that hard conversation with the seller so they don't throw you under the bus as the messenger of doing what's in their best interest. So there's two quick, easy tips. If you have any question about artwork when selling a home, go ahead and shoot me a DM.